on Twitter, the Hex community is probably the most present of any community, even compared to Ethereum and Bitcoin. And I'm wondering,
I would say so too. I think the Hex community is the strongest I've ever seen. So shout out to you guys. Thanks for all your support in our last video.
And these are all real humans that speak English and are like American white bread.
I interacted with 50 of them. They are all very kind. I really like the Hex community.
There's a lot of smart ones, man.
Is there anything that you did? Is there some sort of secret sauce to how you got so many loyal defenders and followers?
Yeah. One, I'm polarizing because I know stuff nobody else knows, and I speak the truth. And when you speak truth to power or truth to stupid, it shocks people. So, you know, I've had a devoted audience for a really long time. And then I build stuff, which is just awesome. Like, you know, Bitcoin tried to be peer-to-peer cash, failed. Tried to be programmable money, failed. Wasn't even ever supposed to be digital gold, but seems to be doing that okay, thank goodness. As long as you're okay with getting, like, you know, a 20% return on your money after waiting 6 months. The price performance kind of sucks. You know, so like the logo's better. We've got more people tattooing the logo on their bodies. It matters. Everything matters. Having a better, you know, Hex is a wildly better brand name than Bitcoin. He didn't even have the .com. We did everything right. You know, our Telegram channel, there's constantly 70 plus people in the voice chat in PulseChain. Constantly. There's 55,000 people there. There's only 36,000 people in Hex chat. In Hex, I think Pulse is going to blow people's minds. I really do. I mean, it's got like 50% more people in the chat, but Hex's chat's been around for 10 times as long. It's just, it's going to be crazy. You know, we gave Bitcoiners free money with Hex, but we're giving everyone that's got any ERC20 or any NFT or any Ethereum free money with Pulse. And they're just a better audience, and there's a lot more of them. And it's just wild, man.
Are you the secret ingredient, though, to Hex's success? Is it really you?
Bro, who's got a better logo? Literally. Is Facebook's logo better than Hex's logo? Is Google's logo better than Hex's logo? Is Apple's logo better than Hex's logo? Apple? What do they sell? Fruit? Do they sell vegetables? What are they selling over there? No. Hex's logo is the best.
Presumably, it's the.
No, it's everything. We have the best logo, the best price performance, the best founder, the best community, the most engaged community. Oh, let me give you this one. What do you think the average stake length is in Hex?
I learned from you it's about 4 years, but I would not have guessed.
5.8 years now. 5.8 years. It used to be 4.8 a year ago. Now it's 5.8, and it keeps going up. What do you think happens when people lock their money up for 5.8 years? You think you get a lot of defectors? You think you get a lot of traders? You think you get a lot of people trash talking their own bags? No, what you get is the most dedicated, insane, vibrant community that defends to the death Hex. Which, by the way, has had 100% perfect, flawless operation while everything else has gotten wrecked all around it. Ravencoin, 10% inflation bug. Lumens, 10% inflation bug. Monero, oops, if you spent it within 2 hours, it wasn't actually anonymous. Bitcoin, 2 inflation bugs. I could go down the list. It's a joke. Hex is
I want to give you credit for that.
Every way.
You actually spent a lot of time on the audit, and you delivered a flawless product that hasn't ever had any bugs or issues in its existence. And no other project that I know of can actually say that. So you really deserve credit for that.
Yeah, well done.
We put a lot of work into it, and it was worth it. Because if you don't have security, what do you have? There's nothing more important.
Especially in an immutable smart contract.
Yep.
Yeah, it does create this really interesting game theory too, where like it incentivizes people to lock up their liquidity for a long period of time, and that's the most dedicated vote of conviction is locking up liquidity in a project and delaying your time preference for 4 to 5 to 7 to, you know, I know there's the 5555 club.
There's never been anything like it in the history, bro. To get an average of 5.8, you got to have a lot of really long ones. To get an average of 5.8, you got to have a lot of really long ones.
You have to have 15-year stakes because you have people that are not staked at all. So of course that dilutes the average. So yeah, you have, you know, a lot of people that are
I don't think that the unstaked people affect that average. It's just the average of people that have staked. So the unstaked amount.
Even still, you have a lot of people that are doing a year, which is still a huge vote of confidence to lock up money for a year into a crypto project, especially in this market environment.
I think it's Nobel Prize worthy. I am unaware of any financial instrument that has ever caused people to delay gratification to such a degree, ever. If you buy a house, you can get out. If you buy a bond, you can get out. You lock up your Hex for 15 years, you ain't getting your principal out for 7.5.
I like that you built a system that encourages people to delay time preference, because that's one of the biggest mistakes people make, is they have this like marshmallow problem where they eat the marshmallow instead of delay. And
especially in crypto. Oh, you sold on a 10x.
Especially in crypto.
Oops. You sold on a 10x. You thought you were smart. Oops. Oh, you sold on a 100x. You thought you were smart. Oops. Hex did a 10,000x. So so far, and we're pre-viral. Like truly, like no one's ever heard of it. And
yeah,
it's
so
very hard to buy.
Yeah. I just want to apologize to all the people that called you a scam. I'm going to apologize on behalf of them, because you never really got the recognition. I saw you and Peter McCormick going at it like when you first launched, and how he called you a freaking con artist basically, and he never really owned up and said, hey, you made more people richer than probably almost anyone in the last like 3 years in crypto. So I mean, I had one friend that literally put a few $1,000s into you, and he's worth, you know, millions of dollars. So
Nice.
You've definitely changed people's lives, and you never really got the quality from anyone. So you definitely deserve that.
Yeah, I feel like it's
appreciate it.
one-sided, where you get skepticism in the beginning, and then you get nothing in the middle, but you don't get the reverse of skepticism,
Right.
which is like an apology. So you definitely deserve that on behalf
the
of, I'm
uncanny
sure, a lot of
valley.
people.